And we're live, I think. Looking good. Morning, everyone. Good morning. Man. Tell me how I'm sounding. I got a new mic set up, so I just want to make sure everything's all good there. It seems good. My levels are nice. So I'll take it. Alright. Wow. A lot of bleed. A lot of bleed happening. I mean, take a look at all of this. So much red. AMC minus 12%. 12%. That's clean, beautiful. Yeah, 12% on AMC, 7% on Peloton, 5% on Gamestop, 5% on Neo, Affirm, Roblox is even heading down. I mean, hmm. Here's the weird thing. Here's the weird thing about this. So all these individual stocks are bleeding. They're just dying out. There's basically nothing to the green side here. But if you look at the indice of like SPY, for instance, like you're not seeing that much going on. I mean, yeah, it's down by like almost 1%, but like look at the market. I mean, it is down. It is really down. And you're just not seeing that when it comes to the indices. I mean, this isn't the only one. Like if we go to let me see, CNBC, the markets. Um the US, how's this work? Yeah, it's just not that much change. Like it doesn't look like everything's dying, but like that's it. That's what's happening. It's interesting. It's very weird. I mean, I don't know why. It, I don't know. It just seems like a disconnect. It's very strange. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at right now. Anyway, okay, so we have about 2 minutes or so until market open. So that's kind of where we're at. Here. Hope everyone's day is going well though. We'll see if we can make it a better day here. Hopefully, market open, everything just like opens back up and we're good to go. I mean, hopefully this is just a dip and we're coming back. But if you look here at this is SPY again at the 4 hour chart, we're coming back down here and it's reaching both the 50 and the 200, which is hopefully a strong support. Hopefully we'll bounce off that. If we break below that, we might be heading to a bear cycle. That 50 might cross over into the 200. That's very possible. So we'll see. We'll see. You guys remember, like, I was very skeptical on like this huge like meteoric rise in like 2 days. Like we went from way down here at 450 to almost all new highs in within a matter of like 3 days. And I just thought that was really, I don't know, not natural. Like I think it would have taken longer to do that. So I'm not super surprised that we're correcting back to like where we should be, quote unquote. But it's weird. Stocks are not doing well. Everything that I'm in is not doing well. Everything's coming back down. I still have some green stocks, but overall, it's not good. It's not good. But we'll see where it goes. We got about 30 seconds to market open. We can cover some news as well. A lot of stuff about interest rates happening. It looks like something just came out for USA core PPI year over year. 7.7% versus 7.2 estimate. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't even know what this is, to be honest. We'll find it. Good morning. Okay, we got 10 seconds till market open. Let's just see where the SPY wants to go. Okay, let's just see where it wants to go. Is it going to go up immediately? Is it just going to fall even more to that 200 mark, which is around, or sorry, 50 mark, which is not even, it's 30 cents away. So Not that far. Can definitely fall back there. Okay, look at that. Nice and green, strong candle at the start. Let's keep it that way. I want to bounce. Like I want everything to just start get going. Like I'm done with the dip. I want things to rise now. I'm in stocks. Like I'm ready to go. Been buying the dip all around and like let's kick this into gear. But we'll see. AMC's at $21, guys. Oh, Weeble, hello. Um, Weeble is just crashing on. There we go. So AMC is at 20 bucks. I mean, we haven't seen this price level since the start of this huge meme movement. So I mean, that's something to look after. SPY is now up at 463.40, but I can't see it because Weeble's being mean to me. Please. Seems to be going well. 463 is pretty good, but can't see it. Can I refresh it? Is this the thing? It's going up. I mean, the price is going up here. I would love to see it, but it is not allowing me. There we go. Well, that doesn't look correct. Price says one thing up here, but the graph is showing me something completely different. Lovely. Here, let me just restart it. Let's throw it onto here real quick.
And we've talked to founder and CEO Austin Russell a ton this year, despite this company continuing to rack up advances in its technology, continuing to rack up really a lot of large contract wins and continue to show that it's going to be a major player in the autonomous field, and that has a pipeline of business that it will start to generate revenue from very soon, within the next 18 months to 24 months, if not even sooner here. So I can't say I'm surprised to see something like this. But again,
I would
say this is a bullish indicator that the company's putting its money where its mouth is. Notably, founder Austin Russell out there buying more of its stuff.
It's not showing me the graphs.
I'm a little surprised. I'll admit to being a little surprised that they're doing this. And by the way, that Cowen.
This is just what I'm seeing. It's just nothing. I mean, look at this. Loading failed. I have never seen that before in my life. Load fail. What? Okay. Okay, we're back. I don't know. All right, whatever. That's where we're at. Okay, here we go. We had a nice tiny little pop up, and now we may be coming back down. Oh boy. Okay, stock market's crashing. Weeble's crashing. Everything's crashing. Okay, not a lot of green as you can see at all. I mean, not really anything. Not anything of note. But on the downside, hoy, take a look at everything. Wait, AMC is now, oh, AMC. People are buying the dip on AMC at 20 bucks. Look at all this. How much is that? Like 5%? Oh, 10%, or 9% rather. 9% rise right off the bat. AMC is nuts, guys. AMC is nuts. Yeah, if you're trying to buy a dip on a meme stock, I mean, AMC is looking golden. Enphase is down 7%, which is shocking. Wow. Look at this. Look at this just fall. How's Matterport doing? Guessing terrible. Okay, not bad actually. It's coming back. Congrats. Way to go, Matterport. Love it. AMC. Oh, DocuSign is another one. 130. What the hell is this? Actually, this isn't even that bad, all things considered. As long as it doesn't go below 130, it's okay. 136 is perfectly fine, so that's good. Dutch Bros, nearing my support line. Once it hits here, I'm more than happy to get in, but it has to do that first. PayPal. It's PayPal. What are you gonna do? Palantir though. Okay. Doesn't look good. It has to get back into this channel. If we can get back into this channel, then we're looking good. But until then, it's just bleeding. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Let me refresh everything. Make sure my chat's up and ready. Okay, there we go. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is, making money somehow. If you're in stocks in general, I like going long on stocks. I'm sure you're not making that much money, but hopefully you're doing options and killing it. SoFi's at 14.28. I mean, that's insane. Such a good stock. So cheap right now. Dirt cheap. Gotta love to see that. SPY is coming back up a little bit. Tesla, 930. I think Elon is selling stuff still. Yeah, he just sold $738 million worth of shares. Whew. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, so this says it's his last round of selling, so hopefully this is like the bottom, you know what I mean? And then we start bouncing. We'll see. I mean, we'll see how people react to this. That is a lot of this is like almost purely Elon, which is hilarious. These little dips here. I mean, that's crazy. But what are you gonna do? Upstart is another one I'm looking at. So cheap. Oh my God, so cheap. Think he's switching? I wouldn't be surprised if he's throwing all like a lot of that money into like Bitcoin and crypto in general. I mean, he kind of hinted at it, didn't he? He was like, he's been like, where to put all this money, that kind of thing. He's gonna pay taxes, but what does he do with the rest of it? Throw into Bitcoin. Why not? Or whatever, Dogecoin. I'm more than happy with that. You should throw into some cryptos. I mean, why not? Why not? Anyway, Upstart is super cheap. Upwork as well, super cheap. I mean, all of these are incredibly low prices. I mean, if you're a discount shopper for stocks, like, have fun. Have fun. Let's see if we are breaking back up though. Yeah, we are. Look at that. That's nice. That's nice. I wonder if that's gonna stay like that. Yeah, I mean, everything that I want to see, I just want to see just a rise. I would, if possible, like if I could control what this chart does, I just want to see consistently this all day. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Just keep going up, do this kind of thing. That'd be nice because that's what we need right now. At least that's what I need in the stock market. I don't want more pain. Like I just want things to start like I did all my buying. You know what I mean? Like I'm good. I'm ready. Like let's get going. No more red for me. Speaking of SoFi, out of nowhere, boom. Yeah, looks like stocks are kicking it back up. Let's see if there's more green. Oh my God, my throat. More green coming in. It's nice. Not looking bad. Things are getting less red. More green is starting to appear. I don't know what's going on with my throat. Yeah, things are, we're coming back. Hopefully, hopefully this isn't temporary. Hopefully we just keep going for the next couple days here. Like what's today? Is it Tuesday? Yeah, I would love to see us end green like on the week. So if, let's go back to SPY. 30 minutes. Okay, yeah. So this week has been a lot of consolidation. We rose a little bit and now we're falling, right? So I would love to see the exact opposite. So if this whole next week, I just want to see this all next week, and I would love to see new highs by Friday. That'd be an ideal situation. Will it happen? I don't know. I don't control the market, sadly. But if I want it bad enough, it will. It will happen. What other craziness is happening? On the downside, Enphase, Neo, Wish, Moderna, AMC's at 22.50. Look at this. You bought in at market open, I mean, you'd be up a nice little 10%. That's it. I did not get into AMC. Sadly, I did not get into it, but man, it's screaming at me. Maybe I should just throw a little bit, see what happens. Maybe. Maybe. Anyway, let's see. Trade desk. Wait, I just saw you. Where'd you go? Trade desk. Sub 100. Oh, that's not that exciting. Yeah, it's always been it's been sub 100 for a little bit. I do like this stock though. It is nice and it is bouncing cleanly off the 200. So if you're looking for another buy, I mean, this is another one. It's not as great as the other ones I've shown though, because I mean, like if we get to all new highs, it's 26%. I mean, that's not nothing. That's a pretty good chunk of change. But overall, I think there's better deals out there, but Trade Desk is a fantastic company. Roblox is down. Yeah. Just with the hype of Roblox, this might be a good buy. I mean, that's 28%. Yeah. I mean, it's good. Not a bad deal. I mean, there's not really like that many bad deals right now. It's like buy anything that where the sector was down and you're probably okay. You know what I mean? That's just kind of the market we're in right now. Affirm is another good example. It's like, oh my God, this thing hit sub 100. I didn't even realize. But yeah, Affirm, same thing. It's like amazing company. Like get in at this great deal, like you'll be all right. Yeah. Hard to mess it up at this point, I'd say. Any earnings we're waiting for today? Nothing that I know. I don't know any of this. There's actually not that many earnings at all. I mean, this is it for the entire day. Kind of crazy. Apple. Oh yeah, how's Apple doing? Okay, so we had a little dip off the high, but it looks like that euphoria is coming back. Nice. Square has been an interesting story. Or sorry, Block. This thing has just been dying with all the other fintech, and it doesn't look like it's coming back. That's the one thing. Fintech is getting destroyed this last like 5 months, and I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why people don't trust it, but what are you gonna do? Buy, I feel like we're coming down a little bit. Oh, just a touch. I hope this line stays true at least for the first 30 minutes. I mean, this would be strong for the like it would be basically here, like almost a perfect line. Wait, 30 minutes. There we go. If we could end right there at 30 minutes, that will be a great day. But hey, if you got in at market open here and already went in, I mean, that's $2.50 almost. Would have been a nice little SPY option trade there. Not bad. Hold on one second. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, we're still going up, which is great. I already said some deals there. Cool. I think we're good there. Awesome. Go into some news. See if there's anything worth noting here. Oh yeah, the raising of interest rates. That is a big one. That is a big one. I want to know what this is though. The USA PPI. I don't know. Like what is that? Producer price index. That's right. So there's consumer price index, CPI, and then there's PPI, producer price index. So it measures the average change over time in the selling prices received by domestic producers for their output. So it's just on the other side of the supply chain. So there's consumers, so things that we're buying, and then there's producers, things that the producers are outputting. So it went from 7.7 for 7.2 estimate, which is bad. Or wait, which is good? Wait, we want more output? I don't, it's a good question. But yeah, here, let me see if I can pull this up. Boom. Bang. Producer price index. Okay, we're in there. So as you can see, it's just been a slow rise since October of 2020. I can imagine that's a good thing. I think. Change over time in selling prices. Selling prices. God, the PPI universe consists of the output of all industries in the goods producing sectors. Okay, sure. Can we break it down by industry? Is that a thing? Doesn't look like it. I know with the consumer price index, you can break it down by like category, which is amazing. Like meat and poultry, rent, like you used cars, like stuff like that goes in deep with the consumer price index. With the producer price index, I don't know why it wouldn't be the same exact way. Guess not though, which is sad. Oh, they have a website. Okay, that's not what I want. Yeah, I guess I don't have like the same indices, which is sad because I would love to know like all the specifics, like what is producing badly, what's producing well, that kind of thing. But oh well, higher than expected reading should be taken as positive. Yeah, okay, cool. That's what I thought. Cool. Yeah, so this is good news. This is bullish news that, our expectation was 7.2%, but we're at 7.8 or 7 point whatever. 7.7. Like that's really good because we're producing more, which is good. It's not a huge beat, but it is a beat. I mean, 0.5%, it's not nothing. Month over month, same deal. Year over year, same deal. Great. Yeah, everything. So that is really bullish news, and I'm guessing that's why we're seeing this. That's my guess. Hopefully it continues. Hopefully people like that. I don't think it's like super great. I mean, this isn't like something that is groundbreaking news, but it's good. You know what I mean? It's a step in the right direction. Hopefully that means like supply chains getting a little bit easier. I mean, I think it's still pretty bad. I know our ports, like the one off in LA or something. I don't know, near Southern California, their wait time is still like I think it's like 11 to 14 days or something. It's like 2 weeks. So it's like you ship, like you take your cargo ship from whatever country you're coming from, right? And then you get to here, and then you have to just sit in the harbor for 2 weeks. I'm sorry, not even in the harbor. You just have to sit out at sea for 2 weeks. I mean, my God, that's so sad. But that's where we're at. And then it's even worse because it's like now the shipping container crisis is happening. So it's like people don't want to just ship back empty containers because that's stupid. And because you don't like it's already so expensive. Why would we ship back empty containers? But the fact is, like, there's just no containers anymore. I think China's paying like, I don't even know. It was like, I think the average price was like 5 to 10,000 per container, but now it's like $40,000 or something ridiculous. So it's just crazy. Just crazy stuff going on. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it gets easier. I really hope so. I don't think the holidays are helping. I think us buying from Amazon and whatever is just making it so much worse. One of the most discussed stocks on Wall Street Bets right now is Apple. Cool. Morgan Stanley CEO says Fed should move earlier rather than later on interest rate hikes. Yeah. The interest rate stuff is, we'll see what happens here. Oh, I broke my trend line. Jerks. It's very mean of them. Yeah, we can actually check that out. I want to see if there's any articles on it or anything. Interest rates hike. Let's read some news on that real quick. On CNBC, so I'm able to read it, which is fantastic. Okay. So Morgan Stanley, yep, calls for it. Yeah, let's just go in. The Fed should raise interest rates soon to combat a future downturn. Yeah. You can see with it, they use interest rates to like fight inflation in a sense. They think that higher interest rates harder to borrow money, less velocity of money, and so the inflation overall should slow down. Not a bad thought. They've done it before and it's worked, at least for the most part. So we're heading toward a rising interest rate environment. That's very true. I mean, it's so low rates right now. I mean, it's ridiculously low. It makes sense. It makes sense. It's sad, but like the rates are so low. Like I think we can allow a little bit of a hike. I think that's fine. The Fed had been willing to allow inflation to run hot until employment had fully recovered, which it still hasn't, but that's okay. With prices CPI at their highest levels in nearly 40 years, officials have said they're ready to pull back on some of the ultra easy measures put in place. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so this is actually a good kind of dichotomy. So if you guys remember, during COVID, right, during the initial pandemic, rates dropped so low to try to, introduce velocity of money, right? Easier to borrow money, easier to spend it, that kind of thing. But now they're trying to do the opposite. So it's too easy to spend money, it's too easy to get money. And so they want it a little bit more difficult because inflation is going to run rampant if it's as easy still, right? Now that means good and bad things. Good thing because, they're correct over the long run, that should help inflation. Should. Over the short run, that means we're going to see, stock market dips. It's going to be really scary for like investors and so forth. But overall, we should be, good to go. But we'll see if that even happens. I mean, we'll see. It's just been like this for so long. Like, I wonder how people are going to react. But this would allow the Fed. So hold on. The Fed Open Market Committee is widely expected to double the tapering. Ooh. So instead of $15 billion a month, they are going to taper to $30 billion. Wow. So this would allow the Fed to begin hiking rates as soon as March 2022. Though markets see the first increase likely happening in May. That's not that far away. I mean, half a year goes by quick, especially if you're talking money. Like, oh man. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But it's nice to know that, we have until March until we see the news of like, this is happening. Let's all freak out. So we do have some months until then. So we can make all the money we can until then. And then even then we can profit, put on puts, stuff like that. Anyway, the Fed is 10 rate increases from normal. 10 rate increases. Okay. Or the rate would be considered neither too loose nor too tight. And if you were the Fed, he would do this earlier than later. Sure. Crazy stuff. I think we're going to definitely see it. Dude, this thing is not respecting my trend line. It's very annoying. But anyway, it looks like the market is coming down a little bit. It looks like that, first morning euphoria is kind of dying off. Things are becoming not more red, but consolidating. For sure, everything's kind of consolidating. Okay, so what's making it up to the top? Macy's, weirdly, Carnival, GameStop, AMC. AMC is at 23.50. 15% rise today. A 15% rise in the first. You could have made 15% in 23 minutes. Would have been easy. Yeah, Wall Street Bets is going nuts right now. Wow. Crazy. Let me look at the 4-hour chart. Yeah, it's still dirt cheap. I mean, it's still, even with the 15% raise, still cheap, I would say. I mean, this thing could go back up to $40 within a couple weeks. You know what I mean? Like, that's the power of Wall Street Bets. 85% raise if you do that. I mean, pretty crazy. I don't know if I would do options on this, but something to look at. Something to look at for sure. We'll see. Yeah, nothing else that's like amazing that's catching my eye. Matterport is coming off 23.46. Okay. Yeah, I mean, not incredible gains on the bottom side. However, end phase is still going down. End phase is something to look at for sure. End phase is something to look at. I mean, look at the RSI here. I mean, look how overextended it is. Way oversold. Way oversold. What about the day chart? What if I even zoom back further? Man, still almost oversold. I mean, that's crazy. I wonder if we're gonna hit this 200 to 172. I wonder. Maybe. That'd be crazy if we did. I mean, this is wild. Is it on news of anything bad? Oh, right. California with the reducing subsidies. I totally forgot about that. Oh, I totally forgot about that news. Yeah, California is going to reduce subsidies for solar energy. Oh, of course, that's why this is falling. Ah, I forgot about that news. Oh boy, I gotta get with it. Yeah, I want to actually. I've not read a full article about that. California reducing solar subsidies. Is that a thing? Do this one. So yeah, this is actually pretty massive when you're talking about solar industry. I mean, reducing subsidies. I mean, that's not good. The proposed policy would reduce payments granted to solar customers for their excess power they generate. Oh, that's even worse. A policy known as net energy metering and add a monthly charge for customers to connect the why? Proponents claim the proposed charge in a decision known as NEM 3.0 is meant to encourage customers to install power storage systems and said that today's policy harms low-income ratepayers. Yeah, okay. But the solar industry warns that the new rules would adopt slowly. Okay. I don't know about that. So the cool thing about solar that I thought was really cool is that like so you have these solar panels, everything's all good, but then if you have excess energy, you can like sell it back to the grid in a sense. It's awesome. Again, that is net energy metering as you can see it. So that's really cool. So you get everything you need for your house and then you can sell whatever is extra. That seems fair to me. It's your solar panels, right? It's only fair. But if they would just get rid of that completely, I mean that's terrible. And what they're doing is basically trying to incentivize doing what's it called? Install power storage systems. So instead of just like completely going into your home, you can go to these like external batteries in a sense outside your house, which is, I mean, I guess that's fine, but then it's just more money, right? Are they going to subsidize like those power storage systems or are they just going to, push you like an implied push for you to do that yourself? I mean, that's not fair. But what are you going to do? So yeah, I can imagine solar in general is not looking good because of that. So yeah, Enphase is one of them. What are other solar companies? I don't even, off the top of my head, I don't even know. I just look up solar while I see some stuff. Solar Winds. I mean, I can imagine it's a solar company, right? I mean, yeah, look at that. Yeah, that sucks. That's really bad for the solar industry. Dang. Yeah, so that's why that's down. Okay, good to know. Robinhood is sub 20. 1911. Oh, it's terrible. Guys, AMC it went from negative 10% pre-market to a positive 3%. I mean, wow. Wow. Well done, AMC. Way to stick it to the hedge funds. Someone's got to do it. GameStop. Oh, same deal. Bleeding, bleeding, bleeding. And today we are rebounding. Slowly. Slowly, but we are. SPY, how we doing? Still consolidating. Pretty boring. Nothing crazy yet. It is looking like it's becoming bearish. But we'll see if that continues. Imagine lower lows are about to happen. You can see here is a low. There's a lower low. And this one probably will be a lower low. And it is. Look at that. Yeah, nice and easy to see this. Not really trying to trick you. Going down. Yeah, there's this. We'll see what happens with it. I hope that we just keep going up. If we can get positive by the end of the day, which is $2, so it'd have to be 466-ish. If we can get up to 466 and stay up there for the rest of the day, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Tesla coming back. I think Elon is done selling finally. I think we're good to go. And so we'll see by the dips are happening. Oh, also Tesla is another decent price right now. Sub 1,000 Tesla. It's expensive overall. I mean, it's very expensive. But, you know, for the hype of EVs right now, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, just even as a small trade, you can write it up to the trend line here, 18%. Nice and easy. Something to look at. PayPal. Okay, yeah. Everything's kind of coming back. You can see all the green candles slowly but surely. Except Upstart. I guess Upstart doesn't want to go back. I wonder if the same thing for Fiverr. Oh, Fiverr's looking good. It's not looking good, sorry, but it is. It looks like it might be coming back, which is nice. Dutch Bros. Nope, not yet, not yet. Yeah, SPY is you know, not in trade, JX. Hold on, sorry. Let me throw that up. Not in trade. You want the market to go down? Fair enough. I mean, it very well could. Looks like the euphoria is already over. We are in a downtrend. I don't know if it's going to continue, but definitely in a downtrend. That's for sure. You can see this kind of, the lines I'm drawing, very much a descending pattern. That'd be nice. We'll see. Not in a trade right now, though. Just kind of watching. That's fishing, you know. I'm more interested right now in other stocks, like individual stocks, than I am SPY in general, because what's weird is that individual stocks broke down. I mean, hard. Look at this. I mean, that's massive. What's that? 2D parts. Nice shit. Maybe arriving in port soon. Hey. Hey, congrats. TBT puts? I don't even know what that is. Is that a company I know? 20 plus year treasury ETF? Is that right? Wow. Well, congrats. Anyway, what I was saying is I'm more interested in individual stocks right now because look at what happened. Like the price fell so much, right? I mean, this is usual and that's a 40% drop. And that's like pretty accurate all across the board, right? 35% drop. I mean, pretty much any stock you do, like it dropped 30+%, right? But SPY, you know what I'm saying? Like not you're not feeling that. Like not really. Even at the worst, like it dropped, 4%. It dropped $20, which is not nothing. Sorry, I mean that is a lot, sure. But things are reacting right now, and SPY is not reacting. Like it seems like that's what it seems like, right? Things are going crazy today at the beginning, and yet SPY has moved less than 1%. I mean, it's just like it doesn't make sense. And so I kind of want stocks. Like stocks are looking good to me right now because SPY isn't looking as dramatic. Yeah, look at this almost perfect parallel lines. I love when I see those. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at is like, well, stocks are looking better to me than SPY. I mean, you can definitely still trade SPY options pretty easily here, but I feel like the real gains right now are in stocks, strangely. Like I would never say that, but that's what I'm feeling. Like it seems easier to trade stocks right now than it is to trade SPY in my opinion. Just because this is reacting slowly and not dramatically enough, if that makes sense. Like if the whole market is down 40%, I assume SPY is down like 10 to 15%, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like you're just not seeing that. So it's strange that there's that kind of difference. So anyway, that's kind of why I'm looking at stocks right now. So I'm just, showing you guys like really good and easy stock trades. And what they are is like tech, right? FinTech specifically, if you want to get like real crazy stuff. And then what other stuff? It's really just tech, like tech in general, like all tech stocks kind of just plummeted on that last bear cycle. But now it's like, I think if we start coming back soon, if we do, then everything is dirt cheap right now. Dirt cheap. Everything. Like Affirm, look at Affirm. It's like at $100. This thing was at 176 not that long ago. So if you rode that back up to highs, it's 80% returns, right? Like you're looking at 50 plus percent, even 100% returns on some of these tech stocks. Like it's pretty nice, kind of nice. Anyway, so that's kind of where my attention is at. But although, I'm still looking at SPY very closely, I'm just not trading it right now just because I'm not seeing it. You know what I mean? It's not clear to me what's going on. But if you guys are doing puts, hopefully the market's doing what you want. I hope so. My line's got to be perfect for me. Look at that. Almost perfectly parallel. I mean, that's pretty amazing. It's rare you see that kind of pattern, like where it's just so pretty and just looks like this. But yeah, it is definitely descending. I mean, that's not hard to see. So we'll see if we can start, building up, hitting supports, higher highs, so forth. But right now, I'm not seeing it. 5 minutes, probably a little bit more. Never mind. Not really at all. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Excuse me. Give me 1 second. Anyway, hope everyone's days are going well though. I know it's been a weird market and maybe not a lot of us are like making a ton of money, but still, hopefully we can still profit from this craziness. That's how you know you're a good trader. If you can profit from something that looks like this, congrats. That's hard to do. That's really tough to call. You know what I mean? And hopefully you're doing it like methodically, strategically. You're not just like gambling and you're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully you have a plan in place. Then congrats. Like I think this is a good test of like who's making good trades and who's not. I made 2 bad trades and like 1 good trade, so like I'm at 33% accuracy, which is awful. But it was just really hard to like. This is weird. You know what I mean? This is really difficult to understand. It looks very obvious, big picture wise. Like if you zoom out, like oh, duh, right? Boom, boom. But that's not what happened. Like we can see really, like if you zoom in, like you can see weird things happening here. Crazy rises, crazy falls out of nowhere, insane falls, weird euphoria, and then we're back. Like hard to tell. Super hard to tell what's going on. So, if you made money, congrats. If you did not make money, don't beat yourself up. That was really hard. And that's kind of where we're at. And look at this perfect bounce. And now, hopefully, I really hope it hits that trend line perfectly. It would just make me happy if this line showed true. How's AMC doing? A little bit of a dip, but looks like we're coming right back at it. I do wonder how high we're going to go today. It's going to be good. Things are getting more green here. You can see it takes about, most of my page up of the green stuff. We're about like 55-45 from red to green. So it's not terrible. Not terrible. It was much worse this morning. It was literally 3 green stocks when the market opened. That's it. But now, look at us now. Not bad. Yeah. So if you are a technical analysis trader, I mean, obviously use this trend line. I mean, looks like puts are the way to go today for at least for this cycle. Hey, timing on this Webull app down $1 could have been in the green. Yeah. Options are interesting on Webull, if that's what you're saying. You're saying options, I'm assuming? Because, I mean, stocks are obviously like real time to the second, so I can't imagine that's an issue. But for options, yeah, like you have to get real time quotes. I don't know if you have that. You can see up here, this little lightning bar, but you can get real time quotes. And so this updates every second. You can see it updating at any given moment. But you do have to weirdly like apply to this. I don't know if that's something to look into, but if you don't have this, like, it's strange. I don't even know why you have to apply. Like, just give me the real time quotes. Like, why is it a choice? But yeah, if you don't have that, get it. But if you do have it and you're still getting a little bit of a delay, yeah, I don't know. my Weeple crashed today. So that's the first time that ever happened. Maybe they're just seeing like a velocity of customers, that kind of thing, traders. It's possible. But for instance, like if I wanted to get into like let's do calls, like a 9-day call option here. Like you can see it, like it updates every second. Okay, this one's not, there we go. You can see like the price change. If you just go in, buy a call, boom, 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 good to go. But yeah. You sell at ask and it sells you at bid. Is it a limit order or are you doing market? That'd be weird if it was a limit order. That's almost something that you could like call in about because I mean, that's just not, you're not doing the correct thing, right? Like if I'm selling at $5, I want to sell at $5, not $4.55. You know what I mean? Or whatever it is. Yeah, for me, like for my options trades, I just do market. And I'm like, close enough, which is not, extremely accurate, but I'll do it. With limit. Yeah, that's weird. That's not a good one. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, let me see here. I wrote down today on how long I'm actually streaming today because I got things to do. I'm streaming until 8:30. Got it. Okay, so I got 20 more minutes. Sweet. Yeah, it looks like puts are the way to go though for SPY overall. Obviously this trend line is holding true. We'll see if it even breaks below it and goes crazier, but we'll see. Yeah, the app today specifically, just today, but like, yeah, has been messing up for me as well. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're going to do an update. I don't know if they're just seeing a huge influx of people using it and they can't handle it. I don't know. I don't know, but hopefully they fix it because I like when Weeble works. Like when Weeble works, it works so smoothly, but when it crashes, it just makes you feel so terrible because it's like money. You know what I mean? Like when you're dealing with your own personal money, like you kind of want your software to work correctly. That should go without saying. Charts weren't even loading for me at all this morning. Like if you play it back at the beginning here, like charts weren't even loading. It said like loading failed. I was like, this has never happened to me. Like what is this? So yeah, I feel that. I feel that. AMC, it looks like it's struggling a little bit to make new highs, but it's still going. You know what I mean? We're not over. It's not over. So we'll see if it does. I don't know if I want it to. Like I kind of like AMC at this price. It looks a lot more tasty, but we'll see. Things are rotating a little bit more to the red, as we can see. We saw that with SPY. This thing is just slowly coming back down, and we can see that with most stocks. SoFi, though, is looking nice and strong. That's really bullish. Yeah, $14, man. It's a good price. That is a good price. I mean, am I in SoFi? I think I am a little bit, but I think I got in at like 15 or 16, so I'm definitely down on it, but this is looking good. That's looking solid. DocuSign, I'm as well in DocuSign. I think at like 150, sadly. Or not 150, sorry. Maybe 145. Something like that. But either way, like it's starting to look good, so that's nice. I got in a little bit early, but I'm okay with it. These are both long holds for me. DocuSign's a long hold, SoFi's a long hold. I'm in Affirm as well. And that's a long hold for me. Same deal. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter to me that it's going down in the near future because I think it's gonna, pop back up later. Dave Helm meeting tomorrow? Is it like a testimony? What's he doing? I did not see that. Hold on, I'll pull up the calendar. The old calendar. The 15th, you're saying there's a meeting? The FOMC meeting. It's a 2-day meeting, December 14th and 15th. What? Wait, so it's also today? But there's nothing being shown. Okay, fair enough. Wait, whoa. 4:15 p.m. selected interest rates. Oh, that happens every day. What am I talking about? That's not going to change anything. Interesting. What are they talking about? FOMC? Oh, right. I should know that acronym by now. Okay, got it. Are they talking about interest rates, I'm guessing? That's my guess. They're talking interest rates and oh, the tapering. Oh, even better. Oh, I want to hear about that. Well, so they're rumoring that they're gonna double the tapering, so it's gonna be 30 billion a month instead of 15 billion. So that's gonna be something, and then the interest rates as well will probably rise. I mean, for sure it's going to rise, right? Like this is probably the lowest rates we'll see for a while is right now, which is that's I think that's okay. It sucks. Sorry. It sucks, but like it's also like pretty like predictable. I mean that I think that has to happen at some point. Rates have to rise. Like that's we've had it too good for too long, I think. So that's okay to me. I think the market's going to react really poorly, obviously, for the interest rates rising. For the rate hike, or sorry, for the tapering, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know how people are going to react to that. I think well, right? I mean, if they're doubling the tapering speed, that seems good. The tapering happened last time. The news of the tapering happened last time, and the market went nuts. The market went crazy for the tapering. So, hopefully it's good. We'll see. It's breaking my trend line again, which is really annoying. I'm just gonna get this out of here. You can see what's happening here. No trickery happening. No mirrors. Just up and down, up and down. If we do break below though, and continuing to break low, it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be a sad day. Yeah, I think we might hit the 200, which would be sucky. If we hit below the 200, oh my god. Yeah, get your puts ready, people. This is it. If we break below that 200, I don't even know where we go. I mean, if we break below this, like our next line is like here. You know what I mean? And then like here. And then if we break below that, oh my god. Yeah, it's going to be really bad. But I think that's going to happen tomorrow. I don't think anything crazy is going to happen today just because the news isn't. There's no news yet, right? We're waiting for the meeting tomorrow. So you're probably going to see a lot of fear and hesitation today. And then tomorrow, we will see. It's probably going to be really bad. I'm such a bad streamer. Anyway. That and CEOs are selling off. Oh yeah, tons of CEOs and institutions are selling off right now. Tons of, because they have to. I mean, right? I mean, you got to pay those taxes. You got to do it somehow. Might as well skim off the top of your portfolios that are trading well. So yeah, we're seeing that a ton, and this is the happens, right? This is the cycle, the breadth, the nature of stock markets. This is what happens at the end of the year. People sell off, get all that money for Christmas, for taxes and so forth, and then next year in January starts, people start buying it back up. That happens. So yeah, I mean nothing surprising is happening. So that's good, but doesn't look good for the immediate future. Like for this month, if you're trying to make money this month, it's going to be really hard to do that unless you are really, technical or methodical with your puts. Because I mean, I feel like that's the only way to make real money. You can try calls, but good luck. They happen in the middle of the month, but that's usually because of like CPI data. Like for instance, like today, the PPI data, the producer price index came out today. It actually was really good though. So this is actually good news. So I think that it kind of supported us going up. Mid-month though, you'll see a slump and we are reaching that almost to the day. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, it's not surprising that the middle of the month tomorrow also holds bad news. You know what I mean? It's weird how that works out, but that's how it works out. You can see here what I mean. You look at the day chart, every like 15th or so, every mid-month, a dip happens. I mean, look at the serious dip here. That happened mid-month. It was a huge dip. I mean, this one lasted a month. I don't think that's like a fair one to go for. But like same here, like mid-November, dip. Mid-August, dip. Mid-July, dip. Mid-June, dip. It happens all the time. Like literally every month for the past like 7 months, maybe even more, dipped at the 15th or 16th, like the middle of the month. You know what I mean? Like it's so historically accurate. Like it just happens all the time. So I don't think this month's going to be any different. You can see here already the start of a dip at the 13th. This is the 14th is today, and then tomorrow's going to be the meeting. I can imagine it's not going to go well. So if we assume that, I mean, mid-month dip right here, just right, it's clear as day. Yeah, happens all the time. Happens all the time. So yeah, again, this is a get your put ready kind of market we're in right now. But that's it. I don't know. I don't know about a major dip. Again, like it depends on the meeting. It really depends on what they say. Depends on what they say because there was one in every like 10 meetings it goes really well. The market loves what they say. Usually it doesn't go well. So I can imagine when they're talking about tapering and interest rates, it's probably not going to go well. But yeah, I can imagine that like a dip is gonna happen if I had to like place a bet. Like it just seems like tomorrow's gonna happen and we're just gonna be even lower than where we are right now. I can imagine it's gonna be lower than 462 tomorrow. I can imagine. That depends on what happens today, but if we stick around this price target, like if we just stick, around this area, like 465-ish by the end of the day, I can imagine it's gonna go pretty low tomorrow. So again, it's like get your puts ready, that kind of thing, but also wait and see what they have to say because it could be good. You never know. Could be a good thing. Maybe they surprise us and they're like, I don't know. I don't know what they'll say, but we're tapering and we're not going to lower the interest rates because we just care about investors. Yay. It's possible. That will literally never happen ever, but it's possible. Looks like a little rebound's happening off the low end, which is really good because we didn't hit lower lows for the day. We are bouncing. And it looks like stocks are doing that too. AMC, remember when I said it's not over? Let's see if it can break above. Oh, people want it to so bad. Yep, there you go. Wow. Yeah, but that's the tapering, right? So he's printing more money, but he's tapering off 30 billion a month, hopefully. Hopefully. That's a rumor. I don't know if that's going to be accurate. But if he tapers $30 billion a month off for the next 6 months, I mean, that's good news, right? That's not printing more money. It's still printing a ton, but not as much. So that's good news, I would say, that the tapering's happening. But we'll see if that even happens because they were saying, I remember like 2 meetings ago with the testimony, I know Jay Powell was thinking about like delaying the tapering because of inflation or something. I don't remember what his reasoning was, but he like indicated that he's like maybe we'll delay tapering. So if that's the news tomorrow, oof, that's gonna be a big oof for the market. But we'll see. It really just depends. It's so hard to predict on what they'll do because everything they do surprises me. Just everything they do is just like, oh, we're going that way. Like, oh, we're doing this. Oh, you support a $3 trillion bill. Oh, you like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't get a grasp on what they'll do next. Sometimes it really helps. Sometimes it does. But most of the time, they just do ridiculous stuff, and then the market dies. And then they get asked about it. This is the worst thing about the Fed, is that they get asked on this. They're like, yeah, we support the child tax credit and everything, being approved and $3 trillion because it's all paid for, quote unquote, and so forth. And then usually a Republican senator says, hey, don't you think this is going to affect markets and inflation? And then this is what they say. It's not our job to speculate on markets or future inflation. It's not our job. What kind of answer is that? You're literally the Federal Reserve of the United States of America. Like, I think that should be on your radar, at least. Maybe it's not your job to fix the market. I get that. But it should be on your radar, at least, right? Like, you can assume that if you're approving a $3 trillion thing that's going to, increase our deficit, that might impact inflation and the market just a little bit. I think that's a fair assumption, but they won't say it because they'll just it's a slippery slope, and I get it. It's very political. You don't want to like go into that, but still, it's like, what do you mean it's not your job to speculate on that? Like, what are you basing your decisions on if not of the future of the economy? But what are you gonna do? But I'm on AMC. I'm ridiculous. Yeah. So it did break new highs. Not super surprising. This thing is a beast today. We'll see if this does dip down. We'll see. I mean, this is looking good. If we somehow dip to like 22 or something, maybe I'll get a little bit. Maybe. SPY coming back up. Looks like everything is nice and euphoric all of a sudden. Big rises all around too. If we look at the charts, GameStop's up 7. Whoa. Hey, go GameStop. Well done. 16% increase. Crazy stuff. Let's look at the day chart. Get GameStop. What a chart. Have you ever seen anything like this? I mean, this is insane. I totally forgot that this went up to $483. I don't know, man. There's no pattern here. There's nothing going on. But yeah, that looks great. That looks great. What is it? 8:25. Okay, I got 5 minutes left in the stream. How do we want to end the stream? If you guys have any stocks, you guys have any stocks you're looking at, anything at all? Like, I would love to take a look. I went through everything that I'm looking at, so you guys can keep it on your radar as well. But feel free to throw something in the chat if you have any stock you're looking at, anything at all. More than happy to go for it. This is your time. Also know that you can do this at literally any time in the stream, not just because we're ending soon. You can throw stocks in at any given point. That's completely fine. Also, if you're watching and you have been watching for a while, hit the like button. I don't know what you're doing. Hit the like button every time. Hit it every time. That's what you got to do. Goes into your algorithm, right? And it helps me out, suggest my channel to more people. You're helping me out, and you're helping you out. I'm just saying. Like videos in general. Hey, as a YouTuber, like videos. If you like the video, like if you got information out of it, not just mine, like literally any of them. If you get information out of it and you're like, oh, I'd like to see more of this, just hit the like button. Like YouTube does this for you. I don't know if you know that. But if you just hit like, you don't even have to subscribe. Just hit like, and then you'll see more stuff like it. Like, it's really good about that. And it increases the weight on what you like more recently to what you did in the past. So if you're like into, I don't know, you want to get into, I don't know, whatever, car maintenance or something. If you like a single car maintenance video and then like it again the next day and then like another one the next day, it'll just start throwing you everything you need. And it's just so good. Like, hit like. It's such a good, easy, free thing to do, and it only enhances your experience on YouTube. It literally helps everyone out. It's not malicious. It's so good. Just hit the like button. That's my PSA for YouTube. Also, do subscribe to people you like. I mean, like, just do it. It helps them out and it helps you out. Like, just go for it. All right, SPY. We are looking pretty solid. It is still bearish, as you can see. Like, we are still like making lower lows, or sorry, lower highs. But, you know, it's not terrible. It got rejected at the 200. That's where we're at. And we'll see how low we go. Again, if this breaks below the low of the day, it's not looking good. We need to keep above this. So if we can keep this very slow rising trend line, that's something. You know, at least that's something. We cannot break below this. If we do, I mean, if you're in puts, like, now's the time. If you really think it's going to break below, buy a put right now, right? Because, like, we're at the highs and we're breaking down. So, I mean, do that. But I do want, personally, to this market to go up today. Not only because tomorrow might be a terrible day, and so it would be best if this was euphoric today, because that means more gains tomorrow, but also because I want my portfolio to do well. And right now it's not doing well because the market sucks. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. We'll see what happens. If this breaks above the 200 and continues making new highs, great. But if you are in puts and you want to bet against it, now is a decent time. It's a decent time. Not the best, but it's a decent time to bet against it. That's where we're at. Remember, if you're doing puts or calls, whatever, make your expiration date way in the future, as far in the future as you can afford. So if you only like mentally want to do 2 contracts, but if you do 2 contracts, you can do it like a month in the future. Just do it a month in the future. I don't care if you're selling this within 10 minutes. Just do it. I promise. Like, you'll thank me later. Like, just get in the habit of throwing your expiration date as far as you can in the future. That's affordable. Because understandably, if you buy a put right now, you know, and you go into, you know, months from now, let's say like March, you might not be able to afford $20 a contract. And I get that. That's fair. But if you can just do 20 days, you know what I mean? $7. Yeah, it's not that bad. No, you didn't like it? What was it at? Was it a bad number? I'm guessing it was at 666. That's the only number near my subscriber count that would be bad. Is that what it is? I'll check. It's still at 666. Yeah, it's there. Oh boy. For scalping, need liquidity. Fair enough. Yeah, if you're scalping, I don't do scalping, so that's fair. It's a completely different, separate thing. So like, yeah, if you need the money on the sidelines, have fun. You know what I mean? Do what works for you. I'm not a scalper. I'm more of like a day to swing trader, so mine's a little bit difficult, or less difficult rather. Yeah, I get that. So like, basically what Ben here is saying is that if you do an expiration date closer, the implied volatility is higher, so you can get more money quicker, and that is completely fair. Completely fair. Absolutely. Oh, thank God. Okay. I don't mind. It's a good number. You know what's funny is my girlfriend told me that like 3 numbers in a row is called angel numbers. So this is an angel number. Don't think about it like the other way. It's an angel number. 3 numbers in a row. Am I out of it? Are we good? Am I 667 now? I am. Thank you. Thank you for getting me out of there. But yeah, what Ben there is saying is completely correct. Like, if you're a scalper, definitely don't do what I'm saying and throw it a month in the future. Like, you can do it a week out. That's perfectly fine for scalping. You can do a day out if you really think that you're just absolutely correct. What I'm saying though is if you're wrong and this thing does a huge dip all of a sudden and you can't get out in time, like, you are so done for. That contract might as well, or might be worth 0 if you have an expiration date for tomorrow or 3 days from now. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to be careful is basically what I'm saying. But you do you. If you're trading comfortably, trade comfortably. Have fun. That put contract that I was telling you about to buy here would be looking solid, at least right now. Nice little 50 cents. Would be a nice little, if you bought one contract, that's like, $25, give or take. So not bad. Okay, it's 8:31. I am over on my time actually. Thank you for getting me out of the 666 slump. Glad I can get out of that. But yeah, today was a decent stream. I know it wasn't very long, but thanks for sticking with me. Again, play back the stream if you want to take a look at the stocks that I'm looking at. Those stocks are supreme. I'm telling you, like, those are the ones to get into right now. They're so good. Yeah, look, everything's starting to turn more green. Everything's picking back up. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but right now everything's picking back up slowly but surely. It's nice. Nice. Anyway, thank you. Trade safe, everyone. I agree. Trade safe. End on a green note. And yeah, have a good day, everyone. I'm gonna end here. That's it. Bye.